Okay, if you have a yellow wristband, come to this side of the square. If you have a blue wristband, stay on this side of the square. Yellow on this side, blue on this side. All right, friends, we're going to get started with a fun game called Boom City. Let me tell you how to play, but before we do that, can anybody remember the 3 cues for the overhand throw, which is the whole reason that we're playing the game? We need to practice that overhand throw. Emma Grace? Got your uppercase L. Joni? Got your side to your target, so you get that uppercase L, put your side towards your target, and then the last cue is, Rogers?
Step, twist, throw.
Step, twist, and throw. Don't forget when you are throwing today that you need to make sure you put your side to your target, because if you're facing your target, then you're not going to be able to twist your body, and that's what gives you that power when you step, okay? Please repeat after me. Uppercase L.
Uppercase L.
Side to your target.
Side to your target.
Step, twist, throw.
Step, twist, throw.
Okay, here's how you play the game. Each team has a 5-gallon bucket that is on the wall of your team's side. Yellow, your team is the same size as the yellow square. Blue, your same size as the blue square, so that way you'll understand what side of the gym you need to be on. You have 13 rings inside your bucket. At the end of the game, the team with the most rings is the winner. So when the music stops, we'll see how many rings you have in your bucket, and whichever team has the most rings, you will get 1 point for winning that round, and then if we have time, we'll play again. Make sense? All right, let me tell you how you get the rings. When you're playing the game, you're going to start by choosing one of 3 jobs. You can be a thrower, a catcher, or a blocker. If you are a thrower, you're going to stay on your side of the gym. So if I was on the yellow team, when the game starts, if I was a thrower, I'd have to be behind this line, and I'm going to be throwing to my teammates over there on the bench. If you are a catcher, you will go into the other team's side and stand on the bench. Just like football or soccer, you try to score on the other team's side. Try to invade the other team's space. So, if you are a catcher, you're going to be going to the opposite side. So, for example, yellow team, what bench will you go catch on if you're a catcher? The other side of the gym. Blue team, what bench will you go to if you're a catcher? Other there. Okay, make sure you don't catch on your same side, because then you'll be stealing a ring from your own team, and that's not going to make sense. Let's do a quick demonstration. Who would like to help me beat a catcher? All right, Grant, go stand on the bench over there. If I was on the yellow team, I'd be throwing from my side. Grant's on the yellow team, so he's going to be catching over there. Now, if you were wanting to play defense, you could choose to be a blocker, like I said. So if you wanted to be a blocker, Annalise, go stand in front of that black square. If you want to be a blocker, you have to stay outside the black square. You're going to try to block the throw. So then when I try to throw it to Grant, Annalise is going to try to block it. She's going to say, get that out of my house. And she's going to not let me get that ball over there to him. Okay, so just like a goalie would block a shot, she's doing the same thing over there on that side. Now, you need to make sure you stay inside the boundaries. If you are a thrower, you have to stay behind the middle line. So when I'm throwing, if I step past the line, did I follow the rules? No. So where would I go? Penalty box. How long?
60 Mississippi.
60 Mississippis, and you come back to the game. If you're a blocker, like where Annalise is, if you step into the black square and block it, did you follow the rules?
No.
Where do you go? 60 Mississippis in the penalty box. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is get the ball over there to Grant. If you catch a ball, your feet got to be connected to the bench for it to count. So if he has to step off the bench, it doesn't count. If he has to jump up in the air, it doesn't count. If he has to go on 1 foot and reach real high, it doesn't count. He's got to have both his feet connected to the bench when he catches the ball. Okay? If he catches the ball, he's going to do 3 things. He's going to spike it. He's going to yell, Boom City! And then he's going to steal 1 ring from the other team. Everybody say, spike it.
Spike it.
Boom City.
Boom City.
Steal a ring.
Steal a ring.
Ready, Grant? You going to try to block me, Annalise? Okay, nice catch. Spike it. Go steal a ring. Alright, so then he's got to take that ring over to his side. He's got to run it to his bucket as fast as he can, drop it in his bucket. You can just put it back. And then he can choose what job he wants to do again. So he could be a blocker, or he could be a thrower, or he could be a catcher. Does everybody understand 3 jobs?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's give Annalise a thumbs up. Let's give Grant a thumbs up. Thank you for the demonstration. Now, you can go anywhere you want to get a ball, but you must be on your side to throw. So if you don't have a ball, you can go anywhere you want in the gym to get one, but you must come back to your side to throw it. You can be a thrower, throw it from your side of the gym. Catcher, go to the opposite side, or a blocker, stay outside the black square. Got a question, Ryan? When the music stops, you need to stop, drop, and listen. If you have a ring in your hand when the music stops, it does not count. You cannot put it in the bucket. We'll count and see who has the most rings. The team with the most rings will be the winner of that round. Go wait on your walking line until the music starts. Okay, friends, please remember that it's just a game. Please say it. It's just a game.
It's just a game.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Just a friendly competition.
Just a friendly competition.
All right, over here on the blue team, we have 3 rings in the bucket. Nice job, blue team. Give yourself a hand. Over here on the yellow team side, we have quite a few rings, and it is more than 3. Nice job, yellow. Give yourself a hand. All right, yellow team, you received 1 point for winning that round. Congratulations. Before we play in round number 2, can anybody tell me what is a strategy you can use during the game of Boom City?
You need to have like a decent amount of each people in each position, because if they're on in like being a catcher, then there's nobody to throw to them.
Yes, that is a very big part of the game, is paying attention to how many people you have in each position. If you're a catcher and you see that there's like 5 people on the bench and then there's nobody throwing to you, what can you do to help your team out? Go be a thrower. If you're a thrower and there's only 1 person on the bench and there's 3 people trying to throw to that 1 person, what can you do to help your team out? Go be a catcher, okay? If you're a catcher and you realize that your team doesn't have any blockers, or if you're a thrower, you realize your team doesn't have any blockers, you can go be a blocker. So try to pay attention to the game, because that's going to change as the game goes along. There's not one position that you need to be at the whole time. You need to pay attention and see what your team needs you to do. Gage?
If you're a thrower, like say the name to somebody.
Yes. What's that word, that C word that you're talking about? Communication. When you were throwing the ball, I saw some people that had some awesome throws. It was like a perfect 100% bullseye target throw. But they didn't say the name, the person didn't know they were throwing, and it just bounced off their head or bounced off their shoulder because they didn't see the ball coming. When you're playing sports or when you're playing a game and you're passing the ball to somebody, you have to communicate with them. You gotta at least make eye contact. Because if they don't know the ball's coming, it doesn't matter if you throw it perfectly. They won't be able to catch it. So make sure you communicate with your team so that they will know that you're going to be throwing the ball to them. I did see some people that were doing that, and they were calling the name and say, hey, and they hold the ball up and then they threw it. So those people were catching the ball a lot more easily, When I say go, please do not touch the ball. Just go back to your walking line. If you find a ring on the ground, the yellow and the red rings go to the yellow team, the blue and the green rings go to the blue team. Everybody's going to start with 13 rings in their bucket. Any questions?
No.
All right, go.